Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Homecare Bosses Circle. We are so excited to see you here today. Another Tuesday. So basically, the circle is a place for us home care agency owners to get together on Zoom, network, get to know each other, and answer your question. I usually do a live presentation. Then you get to ask, if you're on Zoom with me, you get to ask questions live. So I see you guys here on Zoom. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put yes in the chat. Put yes in the chat. Let me see the Zoom chat. Put yes in the chat. Let me know where you are listening from. Hey, Veronica, Latoya, Woslin, Jerry, BP, how are you guys doing? Go ahead in the chat. Let me know where you're listening from. And also let me know where you are in the journey, meaning let me know if you're an owner or if you are just getting started. So that the way I can know who's in the audience. So I am excited to be here with you all. So excited to be here again. Welcome to the circle. If we haven't met yet, I'm Sue, and that's my husband, Enoch Dennis. We are the co-founder of Homecare Bosses United, which is a premier consulting firm where we help you wherever you are in your journey as a home care boss, whether you're getting started, you're growing, or you're scaling your agency. We are here for you throughout your journey. We provide different consulting services, live events, and now we're excited that we have our software, CareGood AI, to help you run your agency more efficiently and buy back your time. So we are so excited. I see North Carolina in the house. Yes, welcome, 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 welcome. We are excited. So we've been talking about this since last year. We've been talking all about AI, artificial intelligence, automation, which is not something new. Jacksonville in the house. Hey, yes, welcome. Jacksonville in the house. So we've been talking about automation and AI, which is not something new. It's something that's been there, but in the home care community, it's something that we underutilize that we need to utilize. And we have been at the forefront telling home care agency owners that this is something that they need to use in their business. So that way, they can be more efficient. They can buy back their time, and they can actually have more time to be the visionary of the business. A lot of us don't even know what it means to be a visionary of your business, right? Or even if we do, we don't have the time to be, because we so into the day-to-day, we're working in the day-to-day so much that we don't have the time to think. We don't have the time to sit down to operate at a higher level. Let me explain this to you so you can understand. Okay, so let's say you go to Walmart. When you go to Walmart, you do not expect Walmart CEO to be the cashier. Am I right? Yes or yes? Let me know. When you go to Walmart, do you expect Walmart CEO to be the cashier? Yes or yes? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. You don't expect to see Walmart CEO to be the cashier. We never expect that, right? Never, never. We expect the cashier to be the cashier, and we expect the CEO to be that person that's thinking about how we're gonna grow Walmart, how we're gonna go to more territory, how we're gonna have more Walmart location. How can we take Walmart global? They are taking all of this big picture, and those strategic function takes time and effort. You can't be thinking like this if you're like the cashier and you have to sell all day. Are you guys with me? Yes or yes? Do you understand? Are you with me? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. If you follow and you with me, put a 1 in the chat, right? So you can't be thinking at such a higher level if you are the one that's doing the cashier and all of this. So you want to be able to take back from the day-to-day activities to pull back from the day-to-day activities so you can step up in your CEO mode, where you the visionary, where you're thinking about the business, where you're thinking about growth, where you're thinking about how can I support my caregivers better, how can I support my clients better, and your head is not down in the day-to-day. And one of the first things in order to be able to do that is to have systems. Put system in the chat. One of the first things that will allow you to do that is to have systems. Go ahead, put systems in the chat. Put system in the chat. You want to have system, right? And once you start having system, one of the things that can help you systemize your agency right now in this generation is doing what we call automation. Doing automation and also using artificial intelligence. You can let automation do some of the work that you would have needed somebody to do, and automation can do it more efficiently and faster, and that will help you step out of the day-to-day. And one thing I want to impart in you, no matter how small or big your business is right now, you were created for more. You are created to come on this earth and to bring your contribution. How many of you believe that? Like, you're not here just to be here. You are created for more. You are here to bring your contribution to the world. This is not just another business. This is not just another hobby. This is not just another thing that you're doing. You're bringing your contribution to the world. You are not here by accident. This business that you're running right now is your assignment for this season. And when it's your assignment, guess what? We're gonna do it big. You have to think of this like God put you on this earth to multiply. Okay? God put you on this earth to multiply. If you had this business for the last like 5-10 years and you haven't multiplied yet, something is missing. Because you are here to build. You're a builder. You are here to multiply. And we are here to do it big in your own way and leave your own contribution to the world. So don't think of your business just like as like just something that is there, that's just the next thing you are doing. It's bigger than you. Okay? This is bigger than you, and you cannot take this lightly. Okay? So now that we get this out of the way, let's get into the topic for today. We're gonna show you some of the things that you can automate, so that way you can stop leaving money on the table. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, put ready in the chat. Put ready in the chat, and Anna gonna get into it. And while it's doing that, you will see my eyes down for a little bit. I'm telling you, I'm not being rude. I'm just checking to see if you guys have questions in the comments.
All right, everybody, how y'all doing? I see you guys say it's ready. So, Veronica, you are with us on Zoom. Veronica, let us know, please. You said, how do I get started? Are you talking about getting started in your home care agency, or getting started using AI and automation in your home care agency? Which one you are referring to? Please let us know in the chat. That way we may know exactly how to help you, okay? So, 3 things that you can do to stop leaving money on the table. And number 1 is actually streamlining your operation, right? To streamline your operation. Thank you, Veronica. Sarah will give you the information that you need. All right. So to streamline your operation. Now, Sue just made a reference while she was talking about that, and this came up to my mind, that the fact that God created us for more, God created us to multiply. Let me just go back a little bit. Anytime we're talking about like things that has to do with creation, with why God created us, the purpose and all of that, I'm excited because it is the gospel of the kingdom. I'm excited about those things. God created things, and then he put systems in place. You know how we know he put systems in place? Because he created them once, and then they keep happening over and over and over again, right? He didn't have to create trees every time. Let me go back and create another tree. Let me go back, do another tree. Let me go back, do another human being. Let me go back, do another human being. God created the trees once, and then he made a system out of it. He streamlined this operation, made a system out of it. He put seeds in the trees, right? So that seeds will go back to the earth, bring back more trees, and then seeds will go back again, bring back more trees. That is systemizing things, right? Same with human being. He created a way for human being to multiply as humans, right? He created the man and the woman, right? When we get together, right? When we get together, then we can create another human being. The woman has a way to carry a human inside of her, and then we make another human being. And then the process just keeps going and going. That is a system, right? That is a system that we're talking about. And this is just so fantastic, right? When we're looking at it this way. So guess what? God created us in his own image and likeness. So when we have an operation, when we have something going on, what do? Do the exact same thing. Do the exact same thing. Go do exactly what he did, because we're created in his own image and likeness. Do what he did. Create systems so that the things that you create, they can keep multiply on their own. Things can keep happening on their own. What does that mean for you in your home care agency, right? Create systems so that when you the way you market, you make a system out of it so that these systems can keep on going, and you can repeat that process. If you hire someone, you just hire someone, you put them into that system, and then they just keep repeating the same process that is in the system. You hire 2, 3, 4, 5 people, they're gonna come into that system and just keep doing the same processes that are placed inside of the system so that you can get the exact same result. Is that making sense? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Are you getting this? Let me know in the chat if you are getting this. Are you getting this, right? Are you getting this? So when we create systems, when we streamline our operations, we create systems so that we can reproduce, we can multiply the result that we intended to have, right? The result that we intended to have. The opposite is also true. The opposite is also true. Is if we do not create systems and we just let things be in a chaotic state, anyone you put inside of it is going to reproduce chaos. Anything you put inside of it is going to reproduce chaos because there's no system, there's no processes, right? So if you put someone inside something where there's no system, there's no processes, guess what? If it's chaos, they are going to repeat the chaos that is inside of it. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm tired of these people, why can't they do what I hired them to do? It's two things. Either you were not clear about who you wanted and you got the wrong person, right? Or you may get the right person, but the system you drop them into it's non-existent. So basically you drop them somewhere where there is no system, there are no processes, and then chaos, you just drop them into a chaos, right? So how do you make sure you do not leave money on the table? Number one is to make sure you have systems, you have processes in your agency. That way things can, you can have the result that you are looking for. You can duplicate that result over and over and over and over again because there is a system, there are processes on how do we get from point A to point B. So that is number one.
Awesome. Wasn't that good? Did you guys get some value? If you got some value, put one in the chat. That was so good. So if you got some value, put one in the chat, because that was so good. So now that we get that out of the way, what is the first thing you will recommend that they can do so they can stop leaving money on the table?
You mean the second thing?
Second, yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So the second thing is to make sure that your staff are properly trained, right? Your staff, you are making good use of the best use of their talents, the best use of their gifts, right? So to do that, make sure that you train them, make sure that you are that way you put people where they are supposed to be, and they can give you the best result at their position, and their effectiveness, their productivity is going to increase very much, right? Because you have them somewhere where they know what they are doing, they are good at what they are doing, so they can be effective. And then you're training them, right? So you're providing them with the training that they need. You don't just, drop them into a client's home and expect them to do a good job. We don't just drop them into say, hey, come do my marketing for me. Well, you didn't give them any training on how do you do your marketing? How do you do your own marketing, right? So if you know how you do your own marketing, then you can train someone else to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, then you cannot. You cannot just drop someone else in that place and say, hey, do this for me, right? So have training so that you can properly train not just your caregivers. I know a lot of time we talk about training your caregivers because they are the client's home. You want to make sure that they know what they are doing, or do they have the certificate? Did they get the training? Did they go to a CNA school or HHS school and all of that? But how about the other people that you are hiring? How did they get their training? You hire someone to do marketing for you. You hire someone to be your office manager. Did you train them? Right? Did you train them? You may hire a VA. Did you train them? Okay. So make sure that you train them so that you can get the best out of their gifts, out of their talents, out of their knowledge. So you can train them in your systems, in your processes, right? So you hire someone, you put them in a system, in your processes, you train them in that system, in that process, so that in those processes, so that they can give you the result that was already intended to happen within that system, right? Within that process. So that's number two.
Yes, I love this. And this is something that always get me. Like a lot of times people are like, Sue, I don't know how to market. I'm gonna hire a marketer. And in my head, I'm like, yes, that sounds good, but not that good. Because if you have no clue what you're doing, you don't have the proper systems, you don't have something that give you results already, how are you going to be able to train this person to tell them, hey, this is what I expect of you, this is what I need, this is how you need to market when you go places, and all of this. So it always kind of like, okay, if you have no clue, I'm not saying you have to do all of the ins and out, but if you have no clue whatsoever, you just gonna put the person in a chaotic place and expect them to win, and they can't. And I always think back about like when I work in a hospital, if I were to work in a hospital, and I remember this one day, when I used to be like an agency nurse. An agency nurse, basically, what that is somebody doesn't know. They basically you work for a pool, and any given time they can drop you anywhere, and they say tonight that's where you're working, and they can do that, and they pay you more to do that, like, right? And I remember one day they dropped me in this place, and everything, there was like nothing in place, no systems, and it wasn't somewhere I worked before. And they dropped me in the place. They dropped me with patients that were higher than what the capacity that I have and what I knew. And I remember I was crying, y'all. I was like, I need to go home because I'm not about to lose my license tonight. And when I was like boo-boo crying. I'm like, I am not about to lose my license, my nursing license. I worked so hard for it tonight. I need to go home because they put me in a place with no system, with nothing. And the clients, the patients that were there, they were above what I could offer, and I couldn't serve them. And I knew that. And that's what we do a lot of time. We put these people in chaos, and then we expect them to perform in the chaos that we created, and we don't even know what to expect from them. We don't know how to train them. We can't do that. You can't be hiring, especially office staff or field staff, and you don't have any systems in place. They don't know left from right. They don't know what to do. It's not going to work. So before you can even hire the best people to put on your team, again, you need systems. Go ahead, put systems in the chat. You need systems. You need systems. You need systems and systems again. And that's exactly why, before going to number 3, that's exactly why we're doing this workshop that we're doing in a couple of weeks, right? The systemized to scale with AI. We are going to show you this before you try to scale, before you try to grow, before you try all these new things. Let's get the basics. Ada always says we have to go back to the basics. We have to go back to the basics. Put basics in the chat. He always says that. We have to go back to the basics, right? We have to go back to the basics. So let's go back to the basics, right? Let's go back to the basics. Let's create systems before we can scale, before we can grow. And that's why we're doing our Systemized to Scale with AI workshop on August 4th to the 8th. The workshop is for home care agency owners, people who already are established. You have your agency. So there we're going to show you how to systemize so you can scale. It's every night, about 1 to 2 hours. It's virtual. The investment right now for the workshop, it's only $27. On Friday, this Friday, the price for the workshop goes up. So you want to make sure you register before that happens. So make sure you get in. It's gonna be there's so much we want to teach you, so much you're gonna learn. But make sure you get in, you get in now. And my team will drop the link. Okay, my team will drop the link. Tell a friend, tell somebody. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's go. Let's make this happen. So register today. Register today. My team just dropped the link, so make sure you register today. Now, let's go on number 3.
So number 3 is to build long-term business relationship, long-term business relationship with people who share the same type of clients that you want, right? So build long-term relationship with them, because they will ultimately be your referral partners. They will be referring people to you. But one mistake that agency owners make all the time, like we always discuss that with them, is that they meet someone today and they expect them to say, oh, here's all the clients, here's all the referrals that I have. And it doesn't work that way, right? It's a long-term, you building relationship for the long term, right? So you are building long-term relationship. And also, this is where having systems come into place, right? This is where having systems come into place. This is where using AI and automation come into place. Because when you have systems, you are building a long-term relationship, you can keep track of what's going on with your potential referral sources, right? You can keep track of what's going on. Hey, I met Dr. Henry the other day, and we talked about X, Y, and Z. Keep track. You can keep track of that, right? And then if you're gonna meet them 2 weeks later, you don't have to keep trying. You don't have to walk around your office, your house, trying to find, where did I put that note? What notebook? Where's the piece of paper that I wrote it in? No, you don't have to do that, because when you have systems, you have automations, you have somewhere like a communication center where this information is already housed, right? So you have a communication center inside of your marketing system where you already have that information. If you're gonna meet with Dr. Henry, you met him like a month ago, you already know what you talked about, right? And if you have an appointment, your system is taking care of that, right? You are building relationship. You can text, you can email Dr. Henry. You don't have to forget to text somebody. You can schedule the text to go out 2 weeks after you've met him. You can have a list of emails and a certain amount of emails and texts as already set up for follow-ups, right? To build that relationship with your potential referral sources. So this is what you want to do, and you want to do that on a long-term basis. Guess what? We are human beings. We don't always remember what we need to do when we need to do them. But guess what? If you set up an automation, you have an AI that is set up, I can guarantee you that the automation will not forget to send a text or an email out for you. There are so many times where we're like, did we send out that email? Did we? But don't worry about it. It was an automation, right? And you don't have to worry about that when you have the proper systems for communication set up. Somebody put just drop communication in the chat for me. Communication in the chat. Drop communication in the chat for me, right? So you want to have a proper multi-channel of communication with your potential referral sources so that you can build relationship. Any relationship is built on one principle. Any relationship is built on one principle, communication, right? Any relationship is built on one principle, communication. If you do not communicate with somebody, there is no relationship, right? There is no relationship. Relationship is built on that principle, communication. So if you don't have communication channels with your potential referral sources, how are you building a relationship with them? If they only see you once every 2, 3 months and they never seen you again, they never heard of you, they haven't heard from you in like 3 months, and then you just show up to see, hey, do you have any clients? You're not building any relationship. That's not how you build a relationship with somebody. There was no communication. So having a system, a communication center system, so that as part of your marketing system is also another way to make sure that you're not leaving money on the table. Because when those referral sources, they have people that are discharging, going home, and things like that after surgery, whatever it is, they need to reach out to somebody, to a home care agency. And when you keep that communication line green, meaning that you always have something going on, the communication going on with them, you will be that agency, that top of mind agency they can communicate with, they can get in touch with anytime. So that was the third one. That was the third one.
Awesome. Did you guys get some value? Put one in the chat if you got some value. And let me tell you, if you love this, what we just did, I can't even tell you how much more you will love the training, the Systemized to Scale with AI training that we do in August 4th through the 8th. August 4th to the 8th. That's when we are doing this training. It's going to be amazing. The thing with us, this training is going to be a hands-on training. Like we're going to do demonstration. You're going to be able to see all those things that we're talking about right now. You're going to be able to see how you can actually implement them in your agency and make it very practical for you to understand. We gotta like show you, give you the tools that you can use to make those things possible for your agency. We're gonna be able to share with you our own proprietary software, CareGrow AI, that if you decide to use that, you can use to help you with the automation, with AI and all those things. It's gonna be mind blowing. So gonna be making somebody messaged me the other day, say, see, with this you're creating a movement, and that's what we're doing. We create a movement of intelligent home care agencies that use automation and AI to systemize their business so they can grow and scale. So we are excited. We're making history together. We don't want you to miss out on that. Okay, as you can see, actually, I may have not posted. So many news channels have picked up on our press release over, I don't know.
Close like 100 news channels.
Close to 100 news channels
it's a
have
lot.
picked up on this because they can see the vision. And I don't want people on the outside picking up on this while you guys will be here with us forever. Have not get into it. So get into it. Let's be there. Register today. Do not wait. Each day we're gonna be teaching specific stuff. What people usually say, okay, Sue, what if the day doesn't work for me? If the day doesn't work for you, that's fine. Go ahead and register still. After you register for the general admission for the $27, there's an option to upgrade at a higher price, of course, where you can get access to the replay and so much more. So make sure you get in. Make sure you get in. Don't wait. Don't let anything stop you. Clear out your schedule. I don't know when we're gonna do this again. Last year we only did this training once. We did this training once a year ago in August, and now we're doing it again this year in August. I don't know when we're gonna do it again. So make sure you get in while you can. So who needs the link so they can sign up? If you need the link so you can sign up, go ahead, put me in the chat right now. Put me in the chat right now. So our team can go ahead and send you the link. Our team can go ahead and send you the link. And I want to say thank you for being here, John Valencia, SHB, Shai, Tanya, Israel, Sharonda, Jen, Veronica, Latonia, Kathy, Jerry, and all of you. If I miss your name, sorry. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you need the link so you can register, Latonia says she needs the link. So team, can we make sure we send her the link? Anybody else needs the link so they can register? Our team just dropped what we'll be covering each day. Can you put it back so I can see it again? So day one, we're gonna cover the 7 systems and automations to streamline operation. Yeah, I seen Enoch do the presentation. Let me tell you, it's mind-blowing. This man is so excited about this. He's like, I'm not sleeping to do this presentation. I'm like, are you serious?
I haven't been sleeping for like
It's like,
for the
I'm
past
not
week.
sleeping to get ready for this and to get this presentation where it needs to be. And he has it. And I haven't seen this and so focused because there's something bigger than this, right? There's something bigger than this. I've seen this presentation. I know you guys are gonna be amazed. You want to make sure you in the room. Get in the room. Get in the room. Get in the room. I see Veronica say me. I see she say me. She was the link. Go ahead, give them the link and register now. Don't wait until later and then you forget. Register right now. Day 2, we're gonna talk about the future of client management. Day 3, we're gonna be talking about the future of home care marketing with AI. Day 4 is the future of recruitment for the best caregivers and employees. And day 5 is the future of employee management
with AI. And all of this is with AI. Listen, this is exciting. I want to make sure that you guys understand like what's going on, right? I guess I can give you a little bit of what I've been preparing for you guys. 2024 and 2025, it's kind of like a very decisive shift in terms of like the technology that we've seen. The world has gone through I think we're now going through our 4th technology revolution in the world, right? The 4th. The first one was um uh uh fuck it. I forget now. I'm too excited. I forgot. But the first one was a steam revolution, right? Having train going through using steam. Then we had the industrial revolution. You guys probably have studied that as well. Then we had the electrical revolution, where that also brought about the computers and all of that, where we have electricity everywhere. That was in itself a revolution. Now, the next revolution is the AI revolution that we are living in. Every single one of those revolutions has absolutely created new industries, and at the same time, other industries that kind of like did not other industries that did not drain into the shift, they were absolutely destroyed. Not just industries, but also businesses. And now we are in that period of time, in that shift this year, next year, where AI is sweeping, like it's taking over everything, and we are in that revolution now. And listen, I am digging into everything to bring, because the home care space, like I truly do care about the home care space. We truly do care about the home care space. And we don't really have like you can go search for it. Besides my wife and I, who are actually like in the forefront, bringing everything AI into the industry, like there is barely anything else out there, right? So listen, I'm digging into everything. I am like meeting all the time with our developers, hiring, bringing in more developers to dig into things, to put things together specifically for the industry, using bringing AI specifically for the home care industry. And you do not want to miss out on this. You do not want to miss out on learning how to use more of AI and automation into your home care agency. You don't want to miss out into this. And also getting the tools, right? Learning about it is one thing because I can tell you all about it and then say bye, and then you go back because now what? Right? Now what? How do you get, you know, or how do you use AI and bring AI into your home care agency with all the tools that you need, right? But we are also giving you the tools powered by AI, filled with automation specifically for home care agency to take you to that next era of that next revolution the world is seeing happening right before our eyes. So listen, go ahead and register, save your seat, register before the registration fee goes up, because it will go up. Register now. If you want to do VIP, I definitely recommend that you do VIP. You get the replay, all 5 days replay. You also get a workbook that we mail out to you. We mail it to you. So you want to have the workbook before the 4th. So you have to register now so we can mail it out to you on time, right? You don't want to register on the 3rd and then you waiting on us to get you the workbook on the 4th. It's not gonna happen, right? It's not gonna happen. Even if we put it in the mail for you on the 3rd, you're probably not gonna get it until like the 5th or 6th, right? So you want to register now, and we also recommend you do VIP so you get access to the replay, you get access to the workbook, and we there is another bonus we're gonna throw in. I don't want to say it now. Over the next couple of days, I'll tell you what that other bonus is when you do VIP. Anyone who already did VIP, you're getting all of the bonuses. But I'm thinking about something to add to it.
Awesome. I saw Veronica just got a ticket. Congratulations, congratulations. We're excited to have you. You just got your ticket. Congratulations. I saw some other people were saying that you were getting their ticket. Did you get the link? I think Chai said they wanted the ticket. Let me see who else said that. Who else? I don't remember, but Latonia.
Latonia, did you get the link?
Did you guys get the link? The people that say they wanted to get the ticket, did you get your link? Did you get the link?
Yeah,
Did you get?
if you want to join, but you didn't get the ticket yet, just put me in the chat. Just put me in the chat so we know to send you the link. Just put me in the chat so we know to send you the link. And that is wherever you are watching us, whether it's on you are here with us on Zoom, you're on social media, Facebook, and any of our pages in our Facebook group. You can just put me so that our team will send you the link wherever you are joining us from. Okay.
Awesome. Mercedes then said she needed the link too. Did you get it? Did you get it? If you're on social, the link also is in the caption. You should see it there as well. So we're looking forward to having you. Sarah, can you make sure she gets the link? Okay, Enoch is making hi, son. Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Enoch is sending. Okay. Enoch just dropped the link for you in the chat. Do you see it? Do you see it? Enoch just dropped the link for you in the chat. Were you able to see it? Somebody say, is there a receipt for the payment? Yes. Again, automation. Hey, automation. Yeah, when you pay for something with us, you get a receipt right away. It's automation. Yeah. So it's automated. I'm not sitting there sending you the receipt, but guess what? The receipt is already in your inbox. The receipt doesn't come from It doesn't say student, but it comes from what?
From Stripe.
Stripe. It comes from Stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the receipt comes from Stripe. So you should see your receipt from Stripe in there. And also, while the person asks for the receipt, bonus tip, anything you spend on your agency, even though those workshop like this, you want to make sure you keep those receipts. So when you file for taxes at the end of the year, you can bring that to your accountant and make sure they know how much money you are spending on the business, so they can have those ideas and do what they need to do. Okay, so sounds good. Okay, good. So we're gonna get going. We'll be live tomorrow on social at 6 p.m. So we'll see you guys tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you have any questions, my inbox is open. Just send me an inbox and then we'll be there.